And I think we're live. It takes it a second, to get up there. We're live at Gondolier, and I tried to find it, the Gondolier button. So, hello world. We're still trying to connect. So let's see here.
Oh yeah, you're not there yet.
Am I still not up? Somebody just popped. Hello, Louise. Louise is on. We are Gondolier. You can come join us. Yeah, hear me.
Joe.
There we go. You're always quicker at sharing it than I am. Jeff was the first guy to share it.
So. I shared 10:30 service yesterday at 9.
Oh wow!
You wrote 10:30.
Oh, did they? Well,
I don't know who.
Whoever did it,
yeah.
The thing they wrote.
Because it said 10:30, and I look, I'm like, what's Pat wearing? Okay, that's the same blouse.
Right, that's the same thing. Louise is on, Jeff's on. Let's see here. I've got to hit share. I'm going to share this to
Simon Peter.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering what the trivia topic is tonight for Bible trivia, is crazy people in the Bible. So. And by the way, when I say crazy, it's crazy by like today's standards, although what's crazy by today's standards, I don't know. Let me see here. I've got to hit.
I'm at a minute 20.
Share this to page on your page. GraceWorks. Okay, I just now shared this to GraceWorks Church page. Okay. All right, we'll get going here in just about 30 seconds or so.
It's about crazy people. My table's going to get it.
I wonder if it should be crazy people that are here.
Well,
the only one who's there is you, buddy. Crazy people who are here. Yeah, that's you.
Louis says hi. We're doing crazy people in the Bible tonight. And for anybody who's in Gondolier and you didn't come for Bible trivia, I apologize, but feel free to chime in if you want to. Hope we don't ruin your dinner over there. So we're doing a little Bible trivia. We're from GraceWorks Church, by the way. And we're eating some pizza, calzones, desserts, spaghetti. What else do we got? Burgers, lasagna. There's all kinds of stuff here. But we're at Gondolier. I think I said Gondoliers. We're at Gondolier on Lee Highway doing our Bible trivia tonight. So hit the share button so that other people can see this. But tonight's topic is crazy people in the Bible. Now, when I say crazy people in the Bible, I'm talking about something like, for instance, if I were to go out to a cemetery in the middle of the night tonight and go, "Come forth," would you think I was a crazy person for doing that?
We would.
Yes. Well, Jesus did that in the Bible, and the guy actually came forth. So it turned out he wasn't crazy. I guess if you do it, if you do it, and you come forth, then you're, I guess, I don't know. So, but we're going to do some crazy people in the Bible. It should be, this is pretty simple, some of the usual characters. And the audience in here will just kind of yell it out or whatever they want to do, or they can type it into their Facebook if they want. But I'll go with question number 1 here with Crazy People in the Bible. Be sure to hit the share button. Once again.
Joan Everhart's watching.
Jim Everhart, okay. Joan Everhart's watching.
The one that was here.
Is she back in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. All the way from Florida. She was here in the service yesterday, but she is watching. Joan is watching.
Yeah.
So, crazy people in the Bible. Once again, crazy is a whatever. If you would have done this today, what crazy man in the Bible lived in the wilderness and ate bugs and honey? Would you call that? Oh, we got somebody with an answer back there. With John, somebody says John the Baptist back here. Joe Bedard says Joseph the decathlete. Anybody who's a decathlete is crazy because we pole vault. So, Joe, I'm with you. Me and Joe were decathletes in college. So, you got to be a little bit crazy to be a decathlete and pole vault. So, Joe was actually a national champion in college. So, guy was a stud athlete. All right, let's see here. Let's see who's answering. Anybody with an answer yet online? We have it, John the Baptist. Did you give yours and I missed it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And that Robert Montrell that's watching is a friend from high school in Florida.
Okay, a Florida friend from high school of yours.
You said it was y'all.
How do you say his last name?
Montrell.
Montrell, okay. Mr. Montrell is watching, a friend of Jeff's from high school. Mr. Montrell. Mr. Martha Faye says John the Baptist. Joe Bedard, my friend who's the decathlete, he says amen. He's talking about you got to be a little crazy to pole vault. So Randy Saunders says John the Baptist. I'm afraid it was John the Presbyterian. I am sorry. No, it was John the Baptist. So John the Baptist is the correct answer, and Robert gives a thumbs up there all the way from Florida. All right, so question number 1. What crazy person in the Bible lived in the wilderness and ate bugs and honey? It was John the Baptist. Now, we're saying crazy by today's standards. If I went outside and said, there's a locust, yum, and washed it down with some honey, somebody might say I was crazy.
Then that would confirm our thoughts.
You're right. That I'm John the Baptist? No, I'm kidding. So question number 2, crazy people in the Bible. Once again, crazy is a loose term. You think it's crazy, but it happened today. What crazy man took a slingshot to a sword fight against the world's largest and greatest warrior? I'll give you a hint. He and I share my middle name. I share it. So what crazy guy took a slingshot to a sword fight? Not only that, he did it against the world's greatest. Martha Faye says David, the world's largest and greatest warrior. We have people here saying David. Hey, Robert's got it over there, Jeff.
Yep.
Yes. Did you go to a Christian school?
No.
No. So
we went to a Jewish school.
They went to a Jewish school. Okay. So if you went to a Jewish school, we were still all along the same, reading the same parts.
We've never been to South Florida.
We're all David's called on our belief system. We kind of part ways in Matthew, I guess.
Bill, Jesus was Jewish until God said no more of that.
Robert, hey, Robert's getting a laugh out of our conversation, just so you know. Well, everybody seems to think that it was David that took a slingshot to a sword fight to fight against the world's largest and greatest warrior. And that is the answer that I have, and Bill has not corrected me. Bill is our resident doctor of, our resident doctor fact checker is here, and he says David is good for him. So, crazy people in the Bible. Once again, hit the share button if you have not shared this yet. Question number 3. Question number 3. What crazy man in the Bible took 300 men into battle against at least 135,000 warriors? What crazy man took 300 men into battle against at least 135,000 warriors? Did somebody answer it already? Did you not answer that one? You're the one that's been rattling them off. You said David? We have one who says David.
Gideon?
Sure.
We have one who says Gideon. Connie Steffes is watching. Connie, you eating that bologna sandwich instead of over here? Gene Simmons says, or Joan Simmons, sorry, Gene Simmons. Oh, Gene Simmons is watching from Kiss. Joan Simmons says hello. Tasha says Gideon. We have a couple of Gideons. Randy Saunders says Gideon. Hit spell check and said Godwin, but I know what you meant. Louise says Joshua. Okay, Randy, you're getting closer. No.
Love on it, right?
You gotta love spell check. All right. Randy says spell check stinks. I know what you meant. I'm not asking for the correct spelling. Well, the answer is Gideon. If you said Gideon took 300 men into battle. He started out with a bunch more, but then God kept saying you have too many, and he kept dwindling it down, and he wound up with 300, and he went to battle with over 135,000 warriors against 135,000. So somebody's hacked Bill's Facebook. He would never say that to you, Randy.
You answer like a drunk man. You must be a drunk man.
Okay. Question number 4. I should have asked, what crazy man had 900 wives and 400 concubines? I didn't ask that question, but yeah, right. Yeah. That's not the question. I didn't even think about asking that one. Solomon, by the way, was the answer on that one. All right. So here we go. Well, my next question. Question number 4. What crazy man, we're talking about in the Bible, stepped out into a sea to attempt to walk on water?
Peter.
I hear people giving a shout out. Some people in the room are saying Peter. What crazy man stepped out into a sea to attempt to walk on water? We got everybody in here seems to think it's Peter. Oh, and Martha Faye is saying Peter. Oh, Jeff saying Peter. Sorry, I should be paying attention. Did Tasha say Peter? Yeah, who's that? Oh yeah, that was Tasha.
That was an easy.
I know. Well, sometimes you heard me ask some easy ones before, and it was trivia's got to be trivial, like
You got to give us some.
Hey, even Connie got that one. It must have been easy. Connie, I love you.
Oh my God!
That was.
Well, she just went offline.
Connie, I just got unfriended by Connie. I don't know what's going on here. So everybody's getting that one. Randy said he's afraid to type anything. Just make sure that you turn the offensive words thing off on your phone so you don't say anything offensive, Randy. So, all right, the answer is Peter. Peter was the crazy guy who stepped out into the sea to attempt to walk on water, and he succeeded for a little bit of time anyway. Question number. Connie says, I'm definitely not leaving now. Okay. Okay. Question number 5. According to our standards today, this guy would be crazy if he did this. What crazy man built a giant boat on dry land?
Noah.
Well, everybody in here seems to think it was Noah.
Yeah, Moses.
Moses.
The old joke, how many animals of each did Moses put in the ark?
How many?
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's it. Jeff says Noah. Lee says Noah. Anybody else out there in Facebook land saying Martha Faye says Noah. Tasha says Noah. Robert says Noah. Yes. Sometimes you guys get these people faster than I do. It's weird how it all syncs up. Connie says Noah. Man, it must be 2. Once again, it's easy. So Randy even spelled it right. Okay.
Oh, your friend, somewhere under the rainbow.
Oh, that's a good one. Your friend says something. Robert said somewhere under the rainbow. So you guys are correct. If you said Noah, you are correct. That it was Noah who was the crazy man that built an ark, and everybody in the world was saying he was crazy, he was a lunatic for doing that, and they are all dead. Well, Noah is too now. But anyway, question number 6. Crazy people in the Bible, once again, it'd be crazy if somebody did this today, or we'd be calling them crazy if they did it. What person ran for president? No, I'm kidding. Okay, question number 6. Anybody who does that, Okay, question number 6. What crazy man went to the king of Egypt, the Pharaoh, and demanded to let the people of Israel go? He demanded to the Pharaoh, let them go.
Moses.
Some people are saying Moses in here. You gonna flop that one and say no? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Somewhere under the rainbow. Somewhere under the rainbow. Okay.
Now you got that song.
Right, it's gonna be stuck in my head. Robert says Moses. Tasha says Moses. Martha Faye says Moses. Jeff says Moses.
That's after you heard everybody else.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Jeff.
You should know that one if you went to a Jewish school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that one's as basic as it gets. That's like.
I thought you.
We only had half a book study.
Yeah, right.
It's not a Jewish school.
All right. Pat says Moses, and all of you, Randy says Moses. You guys are correct. That would be pretty crazy for somebody to go to the Pharaoh and demand to let the people go, especially the people that were his slaves that were working for him, and demand that. But Moses did that. So question number 7, crazy people in the Bible. Once again, crazy in that if they did this today, it would be crazy for them to do. And hit the share button. So question number 7. What crazy man tied his son up and attempted to kill him before he was stopped? Rick said that. Rick, you don't need to admit that.
Okay.
Just plead the
fifth.
Yeah, right. You don't have to. You don't have to say it. Who? What did you say?
Abraham.
We have one in here who says Abraham. Robert says Abraham. Man, Robert's on a roll.
He's on
Man.
it,
Good
yeah.
gracious. Yeah. Are you using Google or Siri like everybody else in here is?
No,
I'm kidding. No. Actually, not. Some of them are not using it today, so that's good. Jeff says Abraham.
I'm here, I can't.
Yeah. Tasha says Abraham. Martha Faye says Abraham.
Well, whatever. I can't spell. I went to Central.
I think, did you get it right? I think you spelled it right.
Right. Yeah.
You did it right. Louise says Abraham.
Abraham.
Randy says
No
Ezekiel.
Google cheating.
Robert says no Google cheating, yeah. Well, if you said Abraham, Connie says Abraham. If you said Abraham, you are correct. By today's standards, if Bill went and tied his son Billy up and was going to kill him because he said God told him to do that, everybody would say that Bill was
I
crazy.
did that at my former church.
You did?
One Sunday night. I put him on the altar and went through that thing.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Bill did that as a sermon illustration.
Yeah, that's why he didn't come
No,
to
he's praying for his
If you're wondering what's wrong with Billy, we now know. Okay, so
Oh, you're wondering why Bill's not a rich dude.
yeah.
Oh, no, they sacrificed a lot.
Hey Billy, we love you. Just want you to know if you need to talk to me, feel free to talk to me anytime. So, all right. That was question number 7. That was Abraham who tied up Isaac, as a matter of fact. So question number 8. What crazy woman? I know that that's a what do you call it? It's
Randy
obvious.
said Ezekiel?
I know. Okay. What crazy woman, don't say it's redundant when I say that, okay? What crazy woman went before a king without being summoned, knowing that the death penalty was in play for this
Esther.
act? Wow. So we have people in the room who are saying Esther.
I think
So-
it's pronounced Easter.
Easter. Now I'm going to curious how many people spell it that way. Jeff spelled it.
I didn't put the H in
You didn't get into
It
there,
took
but
it
yeah.
off. Yeah, that's it.
Tasha,
Took it off.
yeah, spell check, you know.
Yeah, two options. You
Tasha,
still
Robert,
missed it, man.
Martha says Esther. We got a lot of Esters coming in. I thought that I'd probably I thought that I would kind of mess some people up on that one. What crazy woman went before the king without being summoned? Knowing that the death penalty was in play for this act. I thought that would catch a lot of people and it would be kind of hard to figure out. But you guys know it. You're good. It was Esther. It was Esther. They got it. So Randy got it. Esther. You guys are correct. Connie said Martha Faye.
She's right again.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to butt your heads again.
You know what? I never turned the camera around. You know what? This is a good time to turn the camera around and show you the room. Hold on one second. Let's see. I'm going to set this down for just a second. And let me see if I can get this. Hold on a minute. I'm going to set the microphone down. I don't really need.
I think you just let me hold it.
Okay, I've got it. Let's see here. Make sure I hit the right button.
It's
Turn around.
ugly.
There we go. Got it. Okay, here's who's in the room tonight. Here we go. Right over here. There's some Graceworks peeps. Going over here. There they are. Waving at the camera. Getting all the answers right. And there we go. Oh, there I am in the mirror. Okay. So,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, all right. All right, here is our so I think I'm probably covering up the microphone. Okay, if you couldn't hear me, sorry about that. I was probably covering the microphone. I apologize. But there's everybody in the room again. Sorry, I think I was covering everything up. So there's Tasha. So here we go, coming around. Okay, so I'll get it back up here. There we go. I think I'm back in. Now I'm going to try to turn this thing back around. He said Esther didn't want to hang around. Okay. All right, that was your little break. Hey, by the way, I think we might do Gondolier again next week. I don't know what y'all think, but I think we might just go ahead and plan on doing Gondolier again. They have a really broad menu here, so so we'll give that another shot, and that way more of you can join us. So.
Language broad.
All right. Here we go. That was question number 8. Okay, so question number 9. Question number 9. What crazy person lay on, I think his left side, but he lay on his side and prophesied for 390 days. Now, and he did that deliberately, by the way. It wasn't like he had to lay on his side and prophesied for for
Then he flipped
300.
over and did it.
Yeah, and then he did more days
Same
on
thing.
the other side. I think the right side. Oh, he says they got a great steak sandwich here. That is good to know. I've got to try that. Hold on a second. I got to try that steak sandwich. Okay. Well, so what crazy person lay on his, I think left side, but definitely on his side, and prophesied for 390 days straight, and then he turned over and he even prophesied for like another 40 days or more on his right side. I wouldn't have known that one either. Bill
different
gave that one
versions
to
I
me.
read.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bill knows the answer to this. Does Google know the answer? Y'all can ask Google and Siri if you want, but Bill knows the answer. Oh, hey, Randy says Ezekiel. Randy says Ezekiel. Well, Randy, you are right, brother. It was Ezekiel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine laying on my left side for
An hour is good.
yeah, for
For
real.
13 months.
Yeah, that is. I mean, 13 months. Yeah,
And then flipping over and laying on the other side.
it's like a Corona year.
People call that lazy.
Robert said some prophet in exile. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. Louis says Ezekiel.
Nope, but they
Robert.
did it by
Yeah, and
chance.
Robert says Ezekiel. You guys are correct. It was Ezekiel who did that.
13 months an hour
So
kind of thing.
there you go.
Have more months
It was Ezekiel. Okay, question number 10. Question number 10, and then I'll give you kind of a bonus question here, or a couple of bonuses. What crazy person?
No, this is serious.
What crazy person declined for Jesus to come to his house and heal his servant when Jesus offered? So Jesus offered to go to this person's house, and this crazy person declined for Jesus to come to his house and heal his servant.
Oh,
And by the way,
Yeah.
this is kind of one of the nameless
I'm
people in
preaching
the.
that sermon this coming
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, you better
Fast
look.
forward real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the answer. You're the one that need to know the answer.
This is one of the nameless people in the Bible. You remember I did that nameless people in the Bible thing? This is one of the nameless people in the Bible. So what crazy person? We have someone who says it was a military. Robert says the Roman centurion. We have someone here says a military officer. Tasha says a Roman officer. Excuse me, Tasha says a Roman officer. Jeff says that guy. You know. So
Find out something.
come to church on Sunday and you'll find out. I'm not giving the answer. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, right. The answer is a centurion officer, a Roman officer, military officer. You guys are correct. It was a Roman officer. He, if you remember the story, he said to Jesus, Louis says a Roman officer. He said, I don't need you to come to my house. He said, I know that all you have to do is speak it, and it will happen. His faith was, and Jesus talked about how incredible his faith was. Randy said Ezekiel, and so he said, just kidding. So, all right, here's a bonus question. Let me give you a couple of bonus questions. Because Bill gave me a couple, and I think these are going to be hard for you to figure out. Okay, what prophet? Because God told him to, but we could say it was crazy, and because he knew all this going in advance. What prophet married a prostitute? Once again, we're not asking for a...
Sir, you want no prophet.
She's a prostitute.
No, we are not talking about the movie Pretty Woman. It was not Richard Gere. Okay? What prophet married a prostitute? Once again, this is...
I'd say I remember the story.
You should know that.
Remember her name.
I know, I remember the story and the name. I wouldn't have known her to Bill to give it to me.
Oh, come on. Cheryl, I'm disappointed in you.
What prophet? It's a Bible story.
Hosea.
Where's Chip?
Hosea. Wow. What in the world? That's good. Did you just pull that off the top of your head? You got it. Good job. Hosea. And Randy says Hosea. There you go. All right. That's a tough bonus question. I have another tough bonus question. That's not good. Okay. Hey, Bill, can you read this last one? Hey, Bill, will you read this last one? Because I want to make sure it's read right.
Oh, whoa.
You can get on camera if you want.
Okay. Wow. Okay. This is true. What prophet hid his underwear in a rock? and put a cattle yoke on his shoulders and walked around.
What crazy person in the Bible hid his underwear under a rock and put an oxen yoke on his shoulders and walked around? These are ones that I would not have got. I would have never gotten these.
Preachers never preach about the underwear, but they always talk about the oxen.
This is why I can't get Bill to do the trivia. His questions are so hard. Mine are easy. So
It's because his knowledge is so vast.
he's the resident doctor. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Oh, hey, Randy says Jeremiah. Randy, man, what's up? I wonder if he's cheating. You think he's Google?
You gotta Google.
You gotta tell Randy to be here in person.
Yeah, Randy, if you were here in
next
person,
week.
would you have gotten that one? Yeah. He said you got to be here in person next week. Steak sandwich. So, okay, he's the one who recommends the steak sandwich, by the way. You are correct. Randy says Jeremiah.
What's Mormon? Oh, I love that.
Nice, Robert. You are correct with Jeremiah is the answer. And I'll give you one more bonus question, and there is no, I shouldn't say there's no wrong answer to this, but there are multiple answers. Name something that Jesus did. You know, you always hear, you've heard many times pastors say that Jesus was either God or he was a lunatic. You hear that saying a lot, that he was either Jesus Christ or he was a lunatic. So a lot of people think that he was just a lunatic. So if they think he's a lunatic, name some of the crazy things that Jesus did that would be considered crazy. One of them I listed early. What did I say that he did? He went to a graveyard and told a guy to come forth, but the guy came forth, so it didn't look so crazy.
He walked out on water.
What's that?
Walked out on water.
He walked out on water. He walked out on an ocean. He told a bunch of people to bring him jars full of water, and then had the head dude taste it and it turned into wine. You know? Any other crazy?
I'm going to translate this into a sermon for June.
Oh, okay.
The crazy things that God tells us to do.
Yeah, that's good. The crazy.
Based on your.
Hey, Robert says he went to the cross willingly. Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
because he
True.
could. If there was anybody who didn't have to do it,
Yeah.
it was him. That is true. There are so many things that Jesus did that were just way out there.
Judas to be a disciple.
What's that? Yeah,
Invited
yeah.
Judas
He
to be a
knew
disciple.
Judas was going to betray him, and he allowed him to be a disciple. I mean, yeah. There's a list of things that
Crazy things.
yeah, that would have been considered crazy, you know. So anyway, hello. It's good to see you. You gonna say hello? Hey, say hello to everybody in the microphone. Will you say hello? Will you say hello? We want to hear your voice. Say hello. That was me. That wasn't her. All right.
Is there a bonus question?
That was my bonus question.
Oh, that was your bonus.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
just.
the third.
That was my third bonus question. So. Yes.
What prophet refused to do what God told him to do and it got swallowed by a fish?
Yes. What prophet refused to do what God told him to do and got swallowed by a fish?
Jonah.
That would be Jonah. And
What prophet walked around naked?
yeah, there was a prophet who walked around naked.
Brother Bill.
I don't
I
know.
was gonna say he had that
What
on.
preacher?
I think his name was Buck. I'm not sure. But anyway, all right. Well, hey, thank y'all for joining us tonight. I'm going to close this out with a word of prayer. By the way, the walking track is up and going, paved, everything else. And Jeff has been out there testing it out. I went out there and ran on it. And the Grace kids walked around it on Sunday. So come out and get on the walking track, newly paved. And Wednesday we have our midweek moment with a pastor at 11:30 a.m. And then we're going to be outdoor service this Sunday. One service at 10:30 a.m., weather permitting. We're going to be outside and celebrating our anniversary service. The kids are going to be singing and doing motions and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to close this up. What's that? Oh yeah, we're doing the noisy offering. So yeah, bring change because the kids are going to be carrying like 10 buckets around or something like that, and or aluminum buckets or something. And oh, we have a loud sneezer in the room. So Corona everywhere. So all right. Yeah. So hey, I'll close out with prayer and we'll get going here. God, I thank you that we can come here tonight and that we can just dive into the Word, things that just provoke us to get into the Bible and just kind of look into all the things in the Old Testament and the New Testament to learn more about you and to refresh our memories. And God, I pray that you would help us to remember that most important commandment of loving God with all of our heart and loving our neighbor, loving our enemies like we love ourselves. So God, we just thank you for all that you do for us. I speak on behalf of anyone who may be watching, anybody in the room who may hear my voice, God, when I tell you we love you and we thank you for the gift of salvation we have through Jesus Christ. It's in Jesus' name we pray all these things. Amen. All righty. Y'all have a wonderful night. See ya. And